here today with the Twisted Sisters video hop, and for my twist this time around I have taken the Sweet as Honey card making workshop, which is so cute on its own. Here it is. It makes 16 of these cards, so 4 of each one. It comes with a exclusive stamp set and thin cuts, which I have right here, and it comes with all of the cards and card bases and paper that you need. But what I wanted to do this time is I wanted to twist it up. And while these cards are really cute, they're really not cards that I think that I could use. So what I thought I would do is I would take this kit and try to make it into something that I would use. And so what I have created is this little mini album. So I will be sharing this mini album in just a second, but I want to show you what I used. So I did turn on the camera to capture as I was putting everything together. However, for the Twisted Sisters, we try to keep our videos at about 10 minutes or less, and there's no way I could show you that piece. So I will have that footage next week for you, another video probably on Tuesday, and you can see how I put it all together. I haven't edited that video yet, so I might do a voiceover. I'm not very good at voiceovers, so we'll see how it goes. But I was able to get not only this album out of this kit, but I also put together a second blank, and I have all the cards that I need to create all of the pockets and extra interactive pages. So I'm going to use some other papers that I have, leftover paper, and I'm going to make a second album. And so I'm truly getting two album bases, and then one album decorations. I also added a few sheets of just plain white cardstock because I also used the Sweet as Honey SVG collection, which is also in the catalog. I believe it's like $9.95, and you can use it on any cutting machine. It's not just Cricut. And then I also used the stamp set, and I used some of the dies. So with that, oh, I also used the Dana Wakley Media Gloss Spray in Gilt. When you're using this, make sure you're using a box because this stuff does not come off once it's on something. So just be really careful and shake it, shake it, shake it, because all of the glitter or gilt, I guess they call it, falls to the bottom, and you want to get that really well mixed. Then the colors of ink that I used were Shortbread, Sunset, Mink, and Black. Rosemary also goes really well with this kit, although I didn't pull that color in this time. So with that, let me show you the album. Now, the first thing I need to do that I forgot to do is I need to cover up a little something because this is a gift for somebody. So I'll take okay. So here is the album. So here's the cover. I made this for my daughter-in-law for her upcoming baby shower, just a place for her to capture her memories about the baby shower. And you'll see why this paper was so perfect when I show you the next page. So what I did is this, this honeycomb, or no, what's it called? Oh, I can't remember what it's called. Like a honey thing for bees, a beehive, that's it. And this honeycomb piece behind and this heart, those were all cut from that SVG collection, and I just cut them on white cardstock. I cut everything on white cardstock, and then I make it whatever color I want using inks or sprays. So for the beehive and the honeycomb, I used the Gilt spray. Then for, let's see, for this heart, I used the mink, and I just used one of my brushes and brushed that on. Then on the bee, to get the bee's body with a little bit more color, I used Sundance with just a water brush, just a very, very small amount of water, because I cut these out of the paper. This is the paper that I have left from the kit, and I cut this out of this mink paper. So that's the cover. And then you go to the first page, and these were the invitations for the baby shower. And I'm sorry, it covered up where and when and all the good stuff. So this paper fit the theme of her baby shower so perfectly. I just couldn't help it. So, and here is the first pieces of the layout. And I used this, I cut a stencil just out of regular paper out of this die right here. And that's how I put a little bit of texture behind those. And you'll see there's a bee. This honeycomb and this, all the tags, the keys were all cut from the SVG kit on my Cricut. And then this right here is this. This is the piece that came out of that. And then these right here were just the zip strips. I have a little tiny bit of zip strip left from the tops of the pattern paper. And then the rest of it was just the paper that was part of the kit itself. I didn't bring in any other colored cardstock. Like I said, just white cardstock. This and the keys I sprayed, and the honeycomb I sprayed with the gilt spray. And then for this one, I wanted it to look a little bit more antique-y, so I took some of the black ink and I just kind of rubbed it just very, very lightly, just to give it a little bit of extra. And then around this, I just rubbed the edges onto the black ink pad to give it a little bit of just a little bit of different look on that. So that's the first layout. Here's the second layout. And I used the cards, the leftover cards, I cut them in half and turned them into little slide outs. And I left one side blank so she could do her stories on the back of whatever she wanted to capture. And then these are just little tags. These are from the Stamp and Die kit. So that's what these look like. And I just have them tucked underneath this finger, and the fingers came from the SVG. And then this is this die right here, and then I just took, I don't know if you can see it, it's a beehive, but what I did was I just used the beehive itself as texture to stamp on this, so it gave it a little more, just a little more life. And these just pop right out, and once she writes or whatever, she can glue them down if she wants to, use them however she wants to. Another tag. And then this one, I did the same thing. I cut out the little piece of the octagon, or whatever that's called, the honeycomb piece, or yeah, the honeycomb piece. And then I just used this stamp, which is just a bunch of lettering, just to give it some texture as well. This flower came from the SVG kit, and I left it open on top so she can slip a picture in right here, or journaling, or whatever she wants. Then here's the next one. And this again is from the Stamp and Die set. And these are from the SVG. And then it has another pocket. And again, I just left them blank. All of them are going to be blank on the back, so she can do what she likes. And let's see if I can get it back in there. There it goes. And to cut these little notches, I just use, let me show you what I have. It's a really, really old just circle punch, and it's from Paper Studio, so that would be Hobby Lobby. And what I did was I just slipped it inside there and just cut like half to give myself a notch. So use what you have. And then this also folds out. Again, another tag. I did the same thing on this. This is from the stamp set and Stamp and Die, and I die cut the little bee. And again, I did all of the bees with just a little tiny bit of that Sundance color to give their bodies a little more color. Then here is the next one. And this right here came from the SVG kit. This is from the SVG kit. And this was all white cardstock. This entire piece right here is white cardstock that I just colored with my, I colored these with my tricolors, my tri-blend markers. I cannot remember which colors I used, but I will have them in the video next week showing you, so you'll be able to see the colors then. But I just used my tri-blend markers on white cardstock to get the colors that I wanted. And the way I know, I don't know if y'all have seen this, I did a video on it quite a while ago. I made a just a swatch of all the tri-blend markers. And then what I do is I just look and see, okay, so if I want something to match with Sundance, it looks like I want to use the medium of the gold yellow blend marker. So that's how I picked out which colors I was going to use once I picked out the colors that go with this paper. And if you look at the top of our zip strips, this one got cut, but it will tell you featured colors, and it'll tell you which colors work with it. You can also look, if you have a kit, it'll tell you which colors of ink to use. So that's always a good way to tell as well, to see what colors are going to work for your project. So there's that layout. This is from the SVG, and again, this was just white cardstock. I just did this with my black ink pad, and then this I sprayed with my gilt spray. I sprayed this with the gilt spray. This was done with the tri-blend markers. Again, I left it open. If she wanted to slip anything in there, she can. And these are all loose, so she can take them out and use them however she likes. And then here is the last layout. Again, we've got another one of these. And these pockets are all created from the envelopes. I didn't have to create any of those pockets myself. They just happen with using envelopes to make your mini album. And here is another tag. Use the gilt spray on these two, and then this is the Sundance coloring. And another one of the bees, and then just a blank page, and then just a little heart at the end for her. And then I just tied it up with a piece of yellow ribbon. I figured that would be an easier way, because once she starts putting things in here, it's going to get a little full. So it's just easier. And the best way to do this is just to do it like this. Get it even, and then tie yourself a bow. Nothing too fancy. It doesn't have to be fancy to be pretty. So that is that. And I am at the end of my time. So do come back next week and see how I made the album album base. It is envelopes. These are all just envelopes. If you look close, you can see there's the flap of the envelope, and then I cut open the bottoms. So with that, I'm going to leave you. Down in the description box is going to be a playlist that you can click on and see all of the other projects that everyone put together. They are going to be posted 2 a day from the 1st of January until today. I am one of the last to post, so when you check that playlist down below, it should be complete and you should be able to watch everyone else's. So I hope you're having a great day. If this is your first time here, welcome. Thank you so much for stopping by. If you'd like to subscribe to my channel, see more of what I do here, feel free to hit the subscribe button down below. And if you like this video, please think about giving me a thumbs up. That really helps me a lot. And with that, have a great day. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.